Welcome! In this playthrough of Marvel Champions of Card Game, we're going to have Ironheart take on an expert Thanos. So starting with our villain setup, he's got two main schemes here. So we're playing with Thanos, the Infinity Gauntlet, Standard Sets, and Expert. Also have the Black Order and Children of Thanos in play, and we've got the Infinity Gauntlet. So on our first side, when revealed, we're going to put the top card of the Infinity Stone deck into play, searching counter deck for the Sanctuary side scheme, and reveal it. So we've got our stones over to the side here, and we've got the Sanctuary. Hinder 1, so while this is out, Thanos cannot take damage. When defeated, each player may spend up to 3 physical resources from their hand. Deal 2 damage to Thanos for each physical resource spent this way. This damage ignores the tough status card. We've also got the Infinity Gauntlet, so it gives him +1 scheme and attack. After your attached villain activates, resolve the special ability of each Infinity Stone in play. Otherwise, put the top card of the Infinity Stone deck into play. Then Thanos, first version, it's got a scheme of 2, attack of 3, stalwart and toughness. When revealed, search and counter deck and discard pile for his helmet and reveal it. In a force response, after the Infinity Stone deck runs out, give Thanos a face-down boost card with 23 health. Those helmets gains retaliate. The hero makes a basic attack against Thanos. They can spend a mental and physical resource to discard that. And of course, we've got Ironheart here. There are 3 versions. First one has a thwart 1, attack for 2, defense of 3. Level up ability as an action. Remove 6 progress counters from her. Ready her and swap her with version 2. Hand size of 4, hit points of 10. This side, recover of 3. That's letting us know this is the one we begin the game with. Child Prodigy, as an action, spend a mental resource. Place a progress counter on Riri. Hand size of 6 on that side. Going Aggression. So we've got 2 Power of Aggressions. Hone Technique. 3 Dive Bombs. 3 Melees. 3 No Quarters. 3 Relentless Assaults. Then for some allies, we got Bug, Throg, Marvel Boy, the Hulk, Tigra, Spider-Girl, and the Locust. And finishing up with the resources, we have our 3 dual resources there, Ingenuity and a Helicarrier. So finish shuffling our counter deck, then we'll get an Infinity Stone card revealed. And that is going to be the Soul Stone. Heal 3 damage from the villain, give it a face down boost, place this card in the Infinity Stone deck discard pile. Then for us, getting 6 cards. And honestly, that's not too bad because I don't think we're going to deal damage to him anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right, Power of Aggression, Bug, Relentless Assault, Dive Bomb, Melee, and some Jets. I'm liking those. Put these 3. Dive Bomb, Fly Over, and a Photon Beam. We're going to discard a mental to get a counter. Go ahead and flip over, thwart for 1. Bring in some propulsion jets, giving us +2 hit points. Exhaust it, remove threat from a scheme equal to our version number, which is 1. So up to 12. Take that down to 2. Bring in Bug, thwart 1, attack 1, 2 health. After your hero makes a basic attack, heal a damage from him. He's just going to thwart for 1. And ender turn. So 4 cards. No Quarter, Dive Bomb, Tigra, and some energy. Thanos adds a threat over there. He's going to attack. Bug jumps in the way. Base 4. 5, give this enemy an additional boost card. 5 damage on Bug. Bug is squished. Resolve the Soul Stone, so heal 3 damage from the villain and give it a face down boost card. And then that gets discarded. Then our encounter card. Master Plan, place 4 threat on each side scheme. We have 1. If there are none, we'd go digging for 1. Almost got rid of it. Back to our turn. We're going to thwart for 1. Remove a threat. Bring in Tigra, thwart 1, attack for 2, 3 health. After she attacks and defeats a minion, heal a damage from her. She will thwart for 1. Flip over, discard a mental resource, and end her turn. Hone Technique, a Helicarrier, some Melee, Relentless Assault, another Relentless Assault, and Marvel Boy. Add a threat, Scheming for base 2, 3, 4. And we'll prep the Power Stone. You are stunned. If you are already stunned, take 3 damage. Then our encounter card is Master of the Stones. When Thanos activates, put the top card of the Infinity Stone deck into play. At the end of the activation, discard Master of the Stones. Well, I don't have the resources to put Hone Technique in, so I'll go ahead and discard it to get a counter. Bring in a Helicarrier, make it our next card one cheaper if we use that. Now we're going to flip over and thwart for 1, remove a threat and thwart for 1. End our turn. We'll keep Marvel Boy, Spider-Girl, Tony Stark AI, and a Photon Beam. All right, we get a threat. We're getting attacked. Tiger's going to take it for base 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're also going to get a Space Stone put in. So 5, 8 damage coming in. Then after his attack, we are going to get stunned. And the Space Stone, discard cards from the top of the encounter deck till a minion's discarded and put it into play. And then that minion's going to go ahead and attack. Kane's Overkill hitting us for 3, so we're down to 9. Yeah, we'll take it. That did get discarded, and our encounter card is another one. All right, remove a threat. Attack, get rid of stunned. Make our next card one cheaper to bring in some AI. Exhaust this as an action, look the top 2 cards of your deck, add 1 to your hand and discard the other. We'll keep Genius and discard Flyover. Then we'll bring in Spider-Girl, thwart 1, attack for 2, 2 health. After you play her from your hand, stun and confuse a minion. And attack for 2. And flip over. Ending her turn. We're going to keep the Photon Beam. Power of Aggression, Ronnie Williams, the Locust, Strength, and Ingenuity. All right, we get a threat. Scheming for base 4. And we're getting this put in play. First, the scheme is going to be 5. That will now go away. This will now resolve the Reality Stone. Discard an ally, upgrade, or support you control. That's going to be Spider-Girl. And he'll lose Confused. And counter card, Insight 1. Give Thanos a tough status card if you cannot place 2 threat on the main scheme. Well, he's only going to get 1, so we're getting 2 more threat on here. And that's up to 11 out of 12. Not good, not good at all. Apparently my neighbor's doing some construction, so sorry about that. We're going to bring in Ingenuity. Play only if your identity has a Genius trait. Max 1 per player is a resource. Exhaust Ingenuity, generate a mental resource. We're going to use that to gain a token. We'll go ahead and use our AI. And we'll keep Melee. Bring in Ronnie Williams as an alter ego action exhauster. Heal 2 damage from Riri or place a progress counter on her. We'll take a counter. And we'll flip over. We will thwart for 1. Make our next card 1 cheaper. Photon Beam, deal 4 damage to an enemy. Place a progress counter on Ironheart. 2 instead if this attack defeats that enemy, which it will. Then we're going to spend 6 to ready and swap with version 2. So our thwart went up a little bit, and we're going to end up thwarting for 2. Then remove 2. And ender turn. So drawing up to 5 now, we'll keep that. So we've got Throg, Photon Beam, Stroke of Genius, and some Photon Blasters. Go up to 7, getting attacked for base 4, we're going to defend. So that's going to be 5 damage. We end up taking 2 down to 7. We're just going to prep 1, not do anything. Mind Stone, so we're about to be confused. Counter card, Titan's Throne. When defeated, choose and discard an Infinity Stone from play. Comes in with 2 threat. We're going to use our AI, see what happens here. Got a sector scan and no quarter. And we'll keep that. We will remove 2 threat and discard an Infinity Stone. We'll bring in Throg, 41, attack for 2 health. After he enters play, give him a tough status card if you're engaged with a minion. We are not. We're going to thwart for 1. I'm going to bring in some Photon Blasters, so we get +2 health, so up to 9. Exhaust this, deal damage to an enemy equal to Ironheart's version number. Still can't hurt Thanos though, but we've got it in play. Then we're going to flip over. Give us a counter. Discard this as a mental. After you spend this card, place a progress counter on your identity and draw a card. So we're going to get 2 counters out of that. And draw into a Stroke of Genius, which we will hold on to. And ender turn. Drawing up to 6. So we've got Brawn, new and improved, no quarter, another new and improved, and counter card. And shuffle. And see what happens here. Marvel Boy. All right, Thanos gets a threat. Scheming for base 3. Let's see, discard the top card of the Infinity Stone deck. Apply its boost to this activation. All right, 7. Well, that's going to take us to 14. So someone just snapped. Balance of scales. Each player shuffles or discard pile into the deck. Each player moves the top half of their deck rounded down from the game. Now, if we get 12 or more, we will lose. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We'll go 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Is that rounded down? Yep. So that's 14 there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So remove from the game all our melee, some genius, some allies. All right. We went through the Infinity Stone deck, so it gets a bonus. And he activated, so we're going to get one of these out. So we've got the Power Stone on call. We'll get another encounter card. Shadows of the Past. All right, Schema 2, attack of 1, 4 health. Well, she has a tough status card. She's +1/+1. After the villain phase ends, she gets a tough status. Rule by force. Now, while she's in play, this card gains the hazard icon. If she's not in play, acceleration. And we'll shuffle these in here. And then put the top card of the Infinity Stone deck into play. All right, time for us to start doing something. We got a power stone there and a time stone. Stroke of genius. So we're going to get 2 progress counters and draw a card. Into a dive bomb. Oh yes, and she's tough. Okay, what else can we do? I think we'll give ourselves another counter. Go ahead and use our AI. Relentless assault or flyover. Keep the flyover. Guess I should put 4 threat on there. Go ahead and flip over. We're going to remove 2 threat from a scheme. Make our next card 1 cheaper. Use that to help pay for a flyover. Remove 3 threat from a scheme. Place a progress counter on Ironheart. 2 instead if this thwart removes the last threat of the scheme. So we'll get 2 more counters. Getting rid of this. We're going to thwart for 2 and then thwart for 1. So we may spend up to 3 physical resources from our hand to deal 2 damage to Thanos. For each physical resource spent this way, this damage ignores tough status. We're not going to do any of that. We're going to spend 6 here to ready her, give her a tough status, and swap to version 3. So now as an action, remove a progress counter to deal 2 damage to an enemy. Let's see, she's tough. We're going to spend a counter to get rid of tough. We're going to attack for 2, down to 21. Get retaliated on. Then spend a mental and physical to get rid of his helmet. Put those in the right discard pile. Then play new and improved. Choose X different options where X is equal to our version number. So we're going to search our deck for an Ironheart card and add it to your hand. Then we're going to give us a tough status and ready ourselves. Not many in there. We got flyovers and photon beams. So we'll take a photon beam. Ready and get tough again. Then use that to get rid of tough. Attack for 2, 2 more to get rid of her. And then deal 3 damage down to 18. And end her turn. So keep the photon beam, no quarter, sector scan, locust, photon beam, dive bomb. We do have a hand size of 6 now. Add a threat. We're getting attacked for base 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We lose tough. Then discard the top 4 cards of your deck and place a threat on the main scheme for each different card type discarded this way. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we've got an upgrade, ally, resource, and event. So that's going to be 4 threat. And we are stunned. And counter card. Thanos attacks you. The attack gains overkill and piercing. We will defend. So it's a base 4. 4 damage coming our way. And he activated again. So we bring out a Space Stone. And back to our turn. We're going to use our AI, taking a look at 2 cards, Dive Bomb and a Relentless Assault. Get an encounter card and shuffle. All right, remove 3 threat. Deal 3 damage, down to 15. Play a photon beam, dealing 4 damage to an enemy, and get a progress counter out of it. Down to 11. Going to use these to bring in the Locust. Play only for a champion, which we are. After you enter play, add an aggression event from your discard pile to your hand. So we get no quarter back. Wait a second, that photon beam, we were stunned. So he's up to 15. But I've got another one, so we can get that all back. So back down to where he's at, and we get our token back. We'll go ahead and attack for one more, down to 10. I want to flip over. Use Ronnie to heal us for 2, up to 10. And discard a mental for a token. And that's going to end her turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. New and approved, flyover, assault, brawn, throg, and a no quarter. Take that up to 3. Thwarting for base 3 for 5. Let's see, discard cards until we find a minion. Retaliate in toughness and scheming for 2. Oh, that's a problem. Another encounter card. Give Thanos a face down boost. And while a Black Order minion's in play, threat cannot be removed from this side scheme. Comes in with 2 threat on it. All right, back to our turn. We're going to use our AI, Stroke of Genius. Then we'll play that to get 2 counters and draw a card. Hone Technique. Heal us 2, up to 12. Go ahead and flip. Use a token to get rid of Tough. We'll use 2 more to just get rid of Corvus, not dealing with the Retaliate. Fly over, removing 3 threat, and we'll end up getting 2 tokens. Make our next card 1 cheaper, along with Ingenuity. So we're spinning the 2 mental requirements, max 1 per player when you play an aggression attack event. If you paid for that using a mental resource, increase the amount of damage that event deals by its printed cost. Then we're going to remove 3 threat and thwart for another 3. So we're taking 6 off of this, down to 4. And 3 damage, down to 7. And end her turn. We're going to keep both of those, drawing 4 more. Got a bug, some strength, flyover, and Marvel Boy. All right, up to 5. Getting attacked, defending there. So it's a base 4, 5 damage. It's going to prep the Reality Stone. And our encounter card. Attach the minion with the most traits. If you cannot, this card gains Surge. Into she's in play, she schemes. If Rule by Force is in play, place 3 threat on it. If neither is in play, Surge. Proxima Midnight. Schema 1, attack of 3, 5 health. Her attacks gain piercing. All right, back to our turn. Remove 3 threat. Deal 3 damage. And pop this off for 2. Do a flyover, which is going to remove all the threat, getting us 2 tokens. And we'll see what 2 cards we have here. New and improved in a dive bomb. We'll keep that. Discarding that gets us an encounter card. And shuffle. And drop some cards. We'll use these to bring in Bug and attack for 1. Down to 6. Then we will attack for 2, down to 4. Go new and approved. Search your deck for an Ironheart card, add it to your hand, get a tough status, and ready. And Ironheart card. We'll go for a flyover. And attack for 2, and spin that for 2 more to take care of the first version of Thanos. Stalwart and Toughness. When revealed, searching counter deck and discard pile for his armor and reveal it. 28 health. So his armor is, when Thanos would take any amount of damage, reduce that amount by 1. If the hero makes a basic attack against Thanos, spend an energy and physical to discard this. Well, okay, and do this. So it's going to be reduced by 1, which will be enough to take off Toughness. Then we'll end our turn. Keeping Flyover, no quarter, Relentless Assault, Flyover, no quarter, and a Stroke of Genius. So add a threat, getting attacked for base 4, 5 damage. Oops, we'll look in the right spot. Give Thanos a tough status. So we lose tough. We're getting acceleration and doing some shuffling. Then Reality Stone is going to pop off. Discard an ally, upgrade, or support. I think that's going to be Ronnie. Hoping not to flip back over to Alter Ego. And in a counter card, Surge, Exhaust our Identity. Oops. How many times have I done that? That should be shuffled in here, I'm guessing. Let's see, give Thanos a face down boost. And Avatar of Death, Thanos attacks you with Overkill and Piercing. That's not good. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. All right, so he's attacking for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're down to 3. And back to our turn. I guess we'll be flipping Alter Ego here soon. All right, let's try some AI here. Dive Bomb and a Relentless Assault. We get rid of this to take care of Toughness. We're going to play a Dive Bomb, which is going to be dealing 11 damage because of that. We're also going to place a progress counter and draw a card. The Brawn. It's -1, so we're just doing 10, down to 18. Then with the help of these, we're going to bring in Brawn. 4 to 2, attack 3, 3 health. While he's exhausted, he gains a resource, generate a mental. So he's going to come in and attack for 3, down to 15. Then remove 3 threat, deal 3 damage, down to 12. And flip over, use this ability to get a token. And end your turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Photon Beam, Dive Bomb, Strength, Sector Scan, Locust, and another Dive Bomb. So 2 threat. Scheming for base 3. Give Thanos a tough. Prep a Mind Stone. And counter card, Lucia's back out. She'll become tough at the end of the turn. We'll flip over, pitch one to take care of tough. Pitch one to take care of tough. We'll attack for 2, which becomes 1. Spend an energy and a physical to get rid of the armor. Then use those to help pay for the dive bomb, which is going to deal 11 damage to one character and 5 to another, which is going to take out Thanos and Lucia. And of course, we have more damage here. And with the photon blasters, could have done that to draw a card into a photon beam, which could have done some more damage. So other than, I think, messing up one of these cards there, I think we can still say Ironheart was able to take on Thanos, even though there was a snap involved. It's a little slow building up, but once she got there and was able to stay in hero form, her 2 upgrades really do it, along with the hone technique and getting the dive bomb to trigger twice. So as always, hope you enjoyed this playthrough. So please click on the like button below and be sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching.